So far we've been using Notepad to write our programs. Sooner or later you will start to realize that it's going to get very tedious. Here we just have 5 or 6 lines of code, but imagine we have thousands of lines of code here, and when you compile the program you see hundreds of errors, compilation errors. It would be a nightmare for a programmer to solve each and every one of them. That's where IDE will come into picture. An IDE is an integrated development environment that will help you organize the code, pinpoint compilation errors same time you write the program. Also, it will help us leverage some of the extra features such as auto suggestion, debugging, building the project, etc. There are quite a lot that an IDE offers. It's all for the comfort of the programmer, and it will save a lot of time. In case of larger organizations, it would be mere impossible to use Notepad to write and manage so many Java programs. So from this point on, we're going to stop using Notepad and we'll start using an IDE. We have multiple IDEs, some are open source, some are paid from multiple vendors. The most popular one is the open source IDE, which is Eclipse. That's what I had used throughout my career. But it may look too advanced for you. If you take a look at Eclipse IDE, that will really scare you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch to an IDE that comes in between a Notepad and an Eclipse, which is Netbeans. It's an open source software too. You don't have to pay a single dollar for it. So we will download the software and install it. Don't tell me that you don't know how to download the software. But here it is in case if you want to know. Go to netbeans.org, click on download. But just wait a minute, let's see the description of Netbeans IDE. So it fits the pieces together. Quickly and easily develop desktop, mobile and web applications with Java, JavaScript, HTML5, PHP, C++, and more. And Netbeans IDE is a free, open source, and has a worldwide community of users and developers, which is great. Now what we're going to focus is only on this part of this IDE, Java. We'll definitely be covering all these technologies as well in our future courses. But for now, this is what our target is. We want to understand how we can use Netbeans for Java. So click on download. Now I guess we have multiple options here. The one which we want to download is this. If you want to download HTML5, JavaScript, and PHP IDE, then you may want to go with these downloads. But what we want is a Java IDE. Ideally, this should suffice, but this has more functionality. So let's download this. I already have it downloaded in my PC. Here it is. Double click to install it. Don't tell me you don't know how to install the software. Installing software is the easiest thing in the world. Alright, uncheck this. We don't want Glassfish server at the moment. Click next. Accept the license. Click next. It has already picked the JDK 1.8 directory. If this is incorrect in your case, then you might want to correct it. And this is place where the Netbeans IDE will get installed. We want to leave this checkbox as it is. Keep it selected. We want continuous updates. That will help us. And install. To save your time, I'll get back to you once the installation is completed. Alright, we almost reached 100%. Oops, I guess it's starting again. I think this should be quick. Installing a software is the easiest thing on planet. All you have to do is to click next, next, next. and then finish. Alright, let me save your time again. We have reached the end of setting up the IDE. You can leave it checked or unchecked. I want to leave it checked because I'm not paying anything for this IDE. At least I want to let them take the data that will help them in some way. Let's click finish. Or if you want to donate some money, you can do that as well. Alright, now we have an exe file, executable file. Click this, double click this to launch the application. Alright, this is how it's going to look like. Let's expand it. If you're interested, you can take a tour, but just follow me. I think that should suffice. No need to take a tour or something, just get rid of this. Alright, we have projects, files and services. You can think of project as a directory in our PC or a folder in our PC which holds multiple files. In the similar fashion, a project will have multiple Java files or project files, not necessarily Java files, but project files. Soon you'll be used to it. Let's create a project. Click File, New Project, choose Java and choose Java Application. Don't bother to understand rest of the project types. We will be covering in our future tutorials. But for now, just follow my instructions. Click Java Application and move on. Click Next. Give the project some name. Let's say first project, and then click Finish. Let's move this a little bit so that we get a better view of the program. Now the content that you see in gray are comments, but for now let's get rid of all the gray text. Now what we want to do here is to display a simple text message. So it's system dot. See, we got some suggestions already here. That's the beauty of IDE. So system.out.println, and within the brackets we have some text. We'll save the file and then we run the program. Let's see how it goes. Yep, it run the program. We got the hello there message. And it said build is successful. We'll talk about it in our future videos. But for now, we got the output we're expecting. But see the beauty of this. For example, if I type something here that's not appropriate or that could result in compilation errors, Netbeans will immediately point it out. So even if I have thousands and thousands of lines of code, the moment I make mistakes, I'll be notified. I don't have to run the entire program and see hundreds of compilation errors in one go. Also, the IDE has done some formatting for me that will make my code look a lot cleaner. Also, it has some coloring, which is great. So that's the beauty of IDE. It will give you comfort, improve your development time. Alright, now you don't have to worry about these terms like package, class. We'll definitely be talking about it. As I mentioned, we'll go step by step. You can think of our course as an airplane. I'm the pilot. You guys are passengers in the airplane. We are on the runway from the source. Soon we're going to take off and reach the destination. So initially we'll go pretty slow and then we'll pick up the pace. Now after a few chapters, we'll switch to Eclipse IDE, which is much more advanced IDE, and that will offer you even more features. Alright, See you in my next video.